Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me once again here is my co-host, Joel Meyer. How are we doing today, Joel?
Well, like I was saying before the show, a lot better than Wednesday, where I got the absolute shit beat out of me by the doctor. But here I am. Of course, missed the show for yesterday's games. Unfortunately for you guys, because I had a absolute killer day, like 8-2, something like that. I think one of the games I lost was in overtime, and I know I lost the Blues. The Blues, they finally won a game, and the Sabres lost pretty badly. But yeah, the rest of the card went excellent. Salami hit as well, and the Broncos won an absolute dreadful game. I don't know who's watching the Broncos games anymore, but
just a slop fest that was. 10-7 final. Like the Broncos fans just booing them. And Broncos are good now, right? Like 7-2 or something. Like
their defense is sick, but their offense is, unless they're playing the Giants in the fourth quarter, it's pretty bleak.
Yeah, Bo Nix did not do pretty do well yesterday. So yeah, that was a bad one. But yeah, I did pretty well on my puck bucks. We'll get into that. Happy to see you're doing better at overall, and you beat the shit out of the books last night after getting the shit beat out of you the day before. So it all worked out for you. Was the Canadiens the one game you lost in overtime? Did you have the Canadiens against the Devils?
I did, yeah. But on the site I put Devils for some reason.
Yes, the NHL pick site on us.
That's right.
Make sure you guys check all that out. And yeah, the Sabres back-to-back for the Blues. Jordan Kyrou healthy scratch. Apparently, they did a full practice that morning, and they just went into Buffalo and beat him anyway. Joe Hofer, I think,
scratched Kyrou.
Yeah. So trade rumors around him now. So yeah, Blues or Blues and Sabres both in interesting spots now, because Sabres, Rasmus Dahlin is on a leave of absence now because it's go over back to Sweden, I believe, because his wife had some sort of heart transplant. So hopefully everything is working out well there. But it's going to be tough to see here for Buffalo here. But yeah, top of the show. Make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube, primarily like and comment there. Also on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and review. And of course, Spotify. And get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. And follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Let me get the puck bucks up here. I can walk through my bets from Thursday night. Had the Bruins plus 114. They came through in overtime. That game did not get over. It was a low scoring 3-2 game there for Boston. Unusually, Devils. I think that they were winning, and then the Canadiens came back, and then I think the Devils had to tie it, and then won it in overtime. Jesper Bratt won that one late, so won that one. Buffalo, just talked about it. Ducks putting up a 7 spot once again, this time at Dallas. Dallas got Rupe Hintz back, got a 2-0 lead, but Cutter Gauthier leads the league in goals now. The former Flyers prospect didn't want to play
with Crosby, right?
Tied with who?
Crosby. I think Crosby scored twice yesterday.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's tied with Crosby now. So it's a Flyers fans' worst nightmare there. And
yeah.
But yeah, I called the Ducks minus 1.5, plus 340. Only 5 puck bucks on that, but a nice 17 puck buck return. My Flyers minus 110 looked like for a while they weren't going to score against Nashville, but they battled through and got a few empty netters there. Late, Vegas could not get the win at home against the Lightning, and then the Panthers and Kings. I mean, Panthers put up 5 themselves, so that game was not going to go under at all.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the Ducks games because, could be watching Broncos, but I'd much rather watch the Ducks under Joel Quenneville. He's got them absolutely humming. I think they set a record for most time scored 7 goals or more in the first 13, 14 games of the season, I heard. So, yeah, watch out for those mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I'm looking through.
How did Archer do?
Looking through Archer's bets here. He went 6-5, up 30 puck bucks. So he's still 2 positive shows for him so far. Let me change this so that people can actually see. There we go. Yeah, but look, his no gift loss, his under first period loss. He's getting 6-5, up 30 puck bucks. Can't really complain about that. So we'll see how he should be back on Monday or next Wednesday. He'll be back on the show. I think he's working.
I know he bet the Hurricanes Wild under second period under 1.5 goals, and there are 2 goals in the first minute.
under in the second period. Interesting, because the second period is usually the high scoring period with the.
Well, that game was ridiculous. There were 5 goals in the first period, and I'm like 12 shots or something ridiculously low, and then it stayed 4-3 for the rest of the game. So he had that under as well.
4-3 was the final there. So yeah, that came through. So yeah, Archer's now 12-11, up 46. I am 68-62, up 105. Joel still way out in front, 85-68, up 347. Tuesday's slate didn't do too well for you, 5-6, down 15. But got a big.
Let me just see if I have any thoughts.
Any recollection here?
Oilers. Oh, they blew another 2.
Edmonton against Edmonton and Dallas. Yeah, that game.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have much else to say here. Well, Red Wings Knights over 6.5. Not even close. 1-1.
Yeah, 1-0 goal.
Yeah, and they had a goal ruled out, so that lost the puck line there. So I got pucked again. Anyway,
you didn't have a bet on the game. Did you? Do you have thoughts on how the Wild beat the Predators with the net being knocked off?
I heard about that. I didn't actually see it myself.
It was crazy, honestly. Like it should not have happened, but that's what the refs ruled. So we'll see if they keep doing that and move forward. But yeah, we will move along here. We have a 13 game slate, I believe, on Saturday. A few day games here, but also a huge weekend of college basketball. So make sure you check out the College Experience to catch their daily podcasts and download the SGPN app for free college basketball picks. All right, yeah, let's get right into this 13 game slate for Saturday, November 8th. Kick things off here at 12:30, bright and early, at the Pittsburgh Penguins plus 180, at the New Jersey Devils minus 218. Devils puck line plus 114, under 6.5 minus 115, over 6.5 minus 105. Joel, start us off.
Oh, that's a big number here for the Devils. I want to take the Penguins plus 180, considering how spicy, how feisty they've been through the first stretch of the season. Coming off another win over another rival in the Washington Capitals. But they also blew a 3-goal lead in that game. That's the second time this year. But they did
second game in a row. Second game in a row, they blew with a 3-0 lead.
Well, the Leafs was the previous one.
Yeah.
So they got some issues as well, as, like the Oilers in terms of carrying leads, but they ended up turning it around. Devils, we talked about the game against the Canadiens. They were the better team in that one, deserved the win ultimately. Jakob Dobas was like basically crying after the game.
Yeah, yes.
Dude, it's a November game. Like he just lost the Stanley Cup. Anyway, I can't do it though. If I had to bet the side, it would be the Penguins, but I do like the over. We're going against the early game matinee under trend here, but second time in a row, I believe. But it's two high-scoring teams. Penguins, their defense is still pretty shit, but they've proven they could score, and like we've been saying, they can't maintain leads. And the Devils, we know about their offense as well, even though they are a much better defensive team. And if Markstrom is in net again, my word, he makes some good saves against the Canadiens there, but he led in a couple really shaky ones, so he certainly isn't fixed. So yeah, let's go with the over 6.5. Just 20 puck bucks. Let's do that. Yeah,
that's my only bet. Oh, excuse me. That's my only bet for the game there. 21 puck bucks to win 20 as I normally do. Yeah, Devils, huge favorites here, like you said, a little bit too high. Pittsburgh just has the injuries piling up. Of course, Raquel is still out. Brazeau's out. Jari. Kevin Hayes is day-to-day, and now Hollander has a blood clot, so he's going to be out for a while for Pittsburgh. So, and I mentioned it last show, but we forgot Pittsburgh's going overseas next week for the Global Series. So even more reason to fade the Penguins after their hot start.
Who are they playing again?
I think it's the Predators. So two teams that are off to horrible starts anyway. That are gonna.
Penguins are.
Oh no, Penguins are off for a good start, but Predators are down.
Yeah, maybe they need it. They need to get out of this country.
They might that. Dougie Hamilton didn't finish the game on Thursday, I'm seeing, but Pesci's also out. So we'll see if Dougie plays, but you're not going to play a side here. Like you said, I would probably play the Penguins, but the Devils undefeated at home, 6-0. Just the over 6.5, minus 105. Pittsburgh's allowing goals left and right. Devils can put up a bunch, so taking the over here to kick things off. All right, down to 1 o'clock here. Got the Ottawa Senators minus 112 out the Philadelphia Flyers minus 108. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 at plus 105 here. Flyers bounced back very nicely from two uninspiring losses over the weekend at home, then went into Montreal, blew a lead, then came back to win in a shootout, outshot them 42-20 in that one. Then went into Nashville, got a 3-1 win. Pretty good road win there. They're finding themselves now. Tyson Forster's out for another week still, but they have three good lines there. Sam Emerson is also back as well, even though Dan Vladar has arguably been better. Senators lost 3 of their past 4. Only win was in a shootout against Calgary. 3 straight games to overtime. So, maybe throw this game a draw bet. Maybe throw it an overtime round robin type of thing. But I got to go with my Flyers here at minus 108. I will throw 21 puck bucks on that as well. 6-3 at home. Ottawa 2-3-2 on the road. Just Ottawa slowing down a lot since they're, I guess, kind of a hot start. But just Flyers here at home. If I had to play a total, it would be the over. But the Flyers, Rick Tocchet loves playing low event hockey, so just the Flyers for a bet.
I'm right there with you. Flyers have been playing pretty strong hockey lately. They went into Montreal and absolutely blew them apart. Should have won that game much more comfortably than they ended up doing. And they took care of Nashville after being down early. So yeah, let's go with them. You mentioned the Senators not playing great right now. Of course, feeling the longer it goes on, the more they'll feel the loss of Brady Tkachuk, and Linus Ullmark still is rocking like an .850 save percentage or something ridiculously bad. So yeah, we'll ride Flyers here. Just 15 bucks for me though. I'm not as confident as you are in them.
Neither of us are as confident as Archer is in any of his bets. He's just like 25, 30 for everything. We're managing. All right, down to 3:30 here. Got the Dallas Stars minus 170 at the Nashville Predators plus 142. Over 5.5 minus 122. Under 5.5 plus 102. Joel, what do you got?
Yeah, the Preds are straight garbage. Not playing great at all. And the Stars, they finally got Roope Hintz back, and they lost a very un-Stars-like game to the Ducks, where they gave up 7 goals, including 1 empty netter, but still 6 against the goalie. But those are the Ducks. These are the Predators. 2 teams at the opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of goal scoring. So yeah, it's a fairly big number for a Stars team that have been very hit or miss so far this season. I still feel pretty comfortable backing them against these miserable Predators. So let's do it. Give me 35 bucks on the Stars minus 170, and that'll do 50 bucks as well on the under 5.5 at plus 102. Stars do play well defensively. Ottinger's playing well. And they haven't been scoring like they did against Anaheim. But those are that's an entirely different game that I think that this one's going to be, given how the Preds play.
You said 15 bucks on the under there?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan O'Reilly last night was very much down on himself. He said,
I heard about that.
For myself, number 1 center, turn the puck over everywhere. Can't make a 6-foot pass to save my life. We're not going to have much success if I'm playing pathetic like that. It's stupid. I don't know the answer. I've had 1 good year in my career. I don't have an answer, that's for sure. So
I guess the year they won the cup, he's had a lot of good years.
Didn't he win? Did he win the Selke? Or it was like he won the Selke in 2019. So yeah, he's had a few good years. He had a decent depth here, and
he was good in Colorado. I remember that.
Yeah. So Predators though they're down bad right now. Lost 6 of 7. Only win was at home against Calgary, and they got outshot by 11 in that one there. Dallas, a few losses recently they probably shouldn't have had in Tampa and in Florida. Both went past regulation. They got through the injuries. Hintz is back now. Duchesne's day-to-day, but Hintz is the big one. Robertson and Rico Rantanen have been great. Wyatt Johnston, your boy, has been fantastic as well. I'm taking the Stars here. Minus 170 for 34 puck bucks. Don't think I'm going to play the total, though. Don't think the Preds are going to score much, but I could see Dallas putting up, a 4 or 5 spot here. So just taking the Stars.
Yeah, old Wyatt was the one who killed my Oilers bet. He's scoring the final shootout goal.
All right, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy to deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Your Novig, you're getting the best prices. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, here at 7 o'clock now, we have the Buffalo Sabres plus 205 at the Carolina Hurricanes minus 250. Hurricanes puck line plus 100. Under 6.5 minus 120. Over 6.5 at plus 100 as well. Sabres now, yeah, 2 straight losses, lost 5 of their past 6, but overtime in 5 straight games before their 3-0 loss there to St. Louis. Outshot them 28-16. I know they hit a few posts I was seeh there, but no Dahlin now. They have some injuries at forward. Hurricanes got Keandre Miller back. It looks like Chatfield is day-to-day now. So still without Slavin and Gostisbehere, but Hurricanes have gotten over those injury woes. It seems like 1-3 the past 4, 2 of them by at least 2 goals. So I think if anything here, I would take the Hurricanes on the puck line. I think that might be the only real thing worth taking. Neither of these teams are too strong over or under. I would go with the over, but can't really trust Buffalo to score. But yeah, give me Carolina minus 1.5, even money for 20 bucks there.
Yeah, if I had to bet a side, that's where I'd go. But yeah, like you mentioned, the Sabres are on this overtime heater lately. It's yeah, they're playing better hockey than they did very early in the season, playing competitively, and the Hurricanes not quite as dominant. Certainly not since Jacob Slavin's been out. He's getting close, I think, but I doubt he'll be ready for this one. But yeah, I'm going to skip the side, but I will take the over 6.5 at even money. Just 15 bucks there. Hurricanes are, like I mentioned, their defense is not as good, not nearly as good without Jacob Slavin. And yeah, I think the Sabres can make this competitive. Maybe another 4-3 game for the Hurricanes. Hopefully not for your sake, I guess. But yeah, we'll take the over.
Yeah. All right. Down to 7 o'clock here. Got the Utah Mammoth minus 102 at the Montreal Canadiens minus 118. Under 6.5 minus 125. Over 6.5 plus 105. Joel, you taking the Habs here?
Well, the Mammoth are like the Habs of the West, the way that they've been going. Yeah, 2 of the I guess you could say surprising teams, but no, not a surprise to me. Both teams are playing excellent. I think Mammoth, if you go back to second half of last year, they're on like this I don't know, 114 point pace, something ridiculous, like one of the best point percentages in the league over that span. And yeah, they were played okay against the Leafs. I watched a lot of that one. Yeah, they were still they're still weak in a few areas. That one goal against Stolars by Sergachev, that was extremely weak. But we're not talking about the Leafs yet. That's next game. Yeah, I don't know a side here, but if I had to take a bet in this one, it would be the over 6.5 at plus 105. Both teams have been very consistent offensively, and yeah, we should have multiple in net for this one. I guess you can't trust a crybaby in net, but yeah, two good offensive teams, and I don't want to say average goaltending, but Melka's been pretty solid. But if it is indeed Montembeault, he has not been solid. So yeah, we'll just do 15 bucks. It's a lot of weaker bets this slate.
Yeah, that's the only bet I have as well. The over 6.5 plus 105 for 20 bucks there. Canadians are going to give up 3. They're going to score 3. Could be another 3-3 overtime game. 4 straight overtime games for them. Utah's gone to overtime, in Buffalo there a few games ago. So another good game for your overtime round robin there on this big slate. But yeah, Utah, long road trip. This is their 10th road game already. They've only played 5 at home. So keep that in mind for any Mammoth potential futures there. 5-4 on the road. They've played a lot of hockey, so I would love to take Utah as road dogs here, but given how Montreal's playing, I didn't love them against the Flyers. They had very opportunistic on the power play and whatnot, but came back and blew a 4-3 lead. So just taking that over there. If I had to take a side, I guess it would be Utah, but this should be a pretty good game. All right, down 7 o'clock here again. Another good matchup here. Boston Bruins plus 154 at the Toronto Maple Leafs minus 185. Under 6.5 minus 125. Over 6.5 plus 105 here. Bruins 5 wins in a row now. 6 of their past 7. 2 of back-to-back wins in overtime or a shootout. 3 of those wins have been in overtime. But Leafs too, 3 wins in a row. 5 of their past 6. They're 7-2-1 at home. They've only played 4 road games so far. Also, the Bruins playing a lot of home games as well. Only 2-4 on the road, but can't really. I don't trust the Leafs. Like looking at these games, they got outshot by Utah, outshot by Pittsburgh, blew a 3-0 lead, outshot in Philadelphia. So I think if I had to play a side here, it would be Boston, as long as there's no major injuries. Lindholm is still out there. Should be Swayman after a game off. He's had a few days off now after that one. And Stolarz, he's just a guy that we always say, like, he can't start too many games in a season. We'll see if he's able to keep it up here. But if I had to play a side here, I think it would be Boston plus 154. I'll take Boston plus 154. Just 15 bucks on that, though, for the bigger price. For the total, it's a Leafs game. You got to go with the over 6.5 plus 105. Going to put 20 bucks on that one there. So hopefully we see a high scoring game here in Toronto.
I agree with both of those. The Bruins historically have been very good in Toronto. Of course, those teams were a lot better than this one, but still, they will get up for this one. They got 4 or 5 games in a row. You said after getting steamrolled by Ottawa, I believe 7-2, and that's when Pasternak or somebody was saying, that's not who we are or whatever. Maybe it was Zadorov. Anyway, Bruins here are the play. Just give me 15 bucks on that, and 20 bucks on the over 6.5 for a lot of those same reasons. Stolarz has not been nearly as strong this year as he was last year. And do you know the 5-on-5, the team that scored the most goals and given up the most goals is the Toronto Maple Leafs? I never would have thought that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. No,
their power play sucks, but they can score 5-on-5 at least, and they can also concede. So I would not have expected that, considering just watching, they don't look great at all going forward.
No, and like you think like, okay, they have. I mean, I know Nylander's been out, but like Nylander, Tavares, Matthews, they don't have Marner anymore, but Nye's in front of the net on the power play. I saw they were putting Oliver Ekman-Larsson on the top unit instead of Morgan Riley, so they're just trying anything now on the power play. So that's a definitely interesting stat there for the Leafs. All right, down here at 7 o'clock again, got the Washington Capitals plus 124 at the Tampa Bay Lightning minus 148. Over 5.5 minus 130. Under 5.5 plus 110. Joel, what do you have here?
Yeah, not quite a Malinsky after a Lightning 3-game road trip, and pretty successful. I know they lost to Colorado, but they played well enough to win that one. And then just coming back from 2-0 down to the Knights and playing excellent in that one. Vasilevsky looks a lot better. So I want to take the Lightning, but it's still a longish road trip, and you're coming back from Central Time Zone or Mountain Time Zone rather. That's actually no Pacific. Vegas is Pacific, I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's a 3-hour turnaround. But earlier. I guess not earlier start. Still 7 o'clock. But just give me the Lightning, 20 bucks on that. Capitals have been very good this year, and it should be Thompson in net, who's been top 5 goalie in the league, and certainly merits being considered at least for Team Canada, especially considering the dearth of Canadian goalies right now. I'm not sure why he's not on their radar. Oh, I guess it's because Peter DeBoer hates him, right? But Capitals are playing well, but Lightning are still a better team in good form. Let's do just 25 bucks at minus 148. I don't have a strong feel for the total, but I think the Lightning and the over would be correlated, but I'm not going to double down.
Yeah, I'm on the Lightning as well there, minus 148 for 30 puck bucks. Tough spot for them coming back from, at Utah, at Colorado, at Vegas. But they had a day in between all those games, had a day before that Utah game. And Washington now going to be playing their third game in 4 nights, all with travel. Big win at home against the Blues to end a 4-game losing streak. But Blues haven't been great there. Celebrated Ovi's 900th goal, then went up to Pittsburgh, lost 5-3 there after putting in some effort to come back from down 3-0. So now down to Tampa, third game in 4 nights. I think the legs are really going to get to them. So Tampa here, minus 150 or so is a good look. And I guess the over is correlated. I was kind of looking to the under, not for a puck play, but just for if anyone out there is looking to bet it. It was a 3-2 overtime win for Washington in Washington back on October 14th during that. I think that's the first week or second week of the season. So we've seen this matchup once already. Washington got it at home. I think Tampa gets it at home this time. Down to 7 o'clock. Again, got the Seattle Kraken plus 136 at the St. Louis Blues minus 162. Over 5.5 is minus 125. Under 5.5 at plus 105 here. Kraken, I just don't know what to make of the Kraken. 6-3-4, 2-2-2 on the road. Lost 3 of their past 4 after beating Winnipeg and Edmonton. Their only win in that stretch was against Chicago. St. Louis now won 2 out of 3 after getting ripped by their coach after a bad loss in Washington, but a huge losing streak before that. Can't lay minus 162 on the Blues. Not sure if I can take the Kraken as underdogs here. Blues have the 9th best expected goal share. Kraken have the 3rd worst. That's according to Natural Stat Trick there. I know Evolving Hockey is a little bit different. I guess if anything, I would play the Kraken here plus 136. Total, I guess maybe the under, but this is just a pass game for me. There's so many other games at 7 o'clock. What are you doing if you're watching this?
Right. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be electric. Evolving actually has the Kraken as dead last in terms of the expected goal share, but also they also have Blues 9th best. Minus 162 though is a big number for a Blues team that has struggled mightily, but I can't back the Kraken right now. They're pretty bad. They had a nice start to the season, but clearly unsustainable the way they're playing. The goaltending hasn't been there. Surprise. Although Connor Ingram, he's in that, right?
Wait, is Connor Ingram for who?
Oh, right. He was sent to the Oilers. Who am I thinking of? Joy Decord. That's the one. Yeah. Connor Ingram. He hasn't been as good this year. But this is not a game I'm going to be dialed into. Certainly not on the side, but I'll take a few bucks on the under 5.5 just because I could just not watch it and then check the score and see that it's 2-1 at the end of the game. Because there's just not a lot going for either offense right now. So that's the way you go. Under 5.5 plus 105, 15 bucks.
15 bucks there. Yeah. Seattle is dead last in expected goals for per 60, 1.89. Only them and the Sharks are below 2.25. The Jets are the 3rd worst. Down to 7 o'clock here. Got the New York Islanders plus 142 at the New York Rangers minus 170. Over 5.5 minus 135. Under 5.5 plus 114. What do you got, Joel? Back to back here for both teams, so we don't know what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but this is the Battle of New York, of course. Big rivalry game. Rangers coming back from Detroit. Islanders playing home right now, so that's in their favor naturally. And Rangers have been playing very good hockey, but they haven't scored a lot of goals at home. 6 goals I think in 6 or 7 games.
Well, they scored 5 against the Sharks. They scored 1 in one other game, and then they're shut out in their first 3.
And shut out again against
Carolina. Yeah.
So, they just can't do it at home. Maybe they get up for a rivalry game here, but until I see it, I'm not going to bet it. So the Islanders, they're a pretty shitty team, but we have Schaefer and Barzal on the ice at the same time. They're really fun to watch. Which is why I love the over 5.5. I think the Rangers finally get a goal. Of course, we'll have the two Russian goalies in net, most likely, with the Sorokin and Shesterkin. Shesterkin's been brilliant. Sorokin hit and miss, although he's been better since they got the new goalie coach in. So whatever he's brought has done something. But it's still an Islanders game, and they don't play defense anymore. But they can certainly move the puck. So over 5.5. Let's go 25 puck bucks there and 15 puck bucks on the Isles here. I think that this is just too big of a line for a Rangers team that can't play at home.
Yeah, this is a tough game here. Like you said, you can't back the Rangers. Haven't won at home yet. Have barely scored at home. This is apparently their second centennial night or whatever. I saw Sam Rosen's going to be back in the building. So if they can't get up for this one, like they should just fire Drury, fire Mike Sullivan, like just fire and trade even more people. And yeah, like you said, rivalry game. They won all 4 meetings last year against the Islanders pretty handily. 5-2, 5-1, 4-0, and then 9-2 in the finale there. So I would love to be able to take the Rangers here on the puck line, maybe even, but they need to score here. And they're in Detroit tonight, you said, right? And Islanders are at home. So yeah, that's another knock for them. But the over here, over 5.5 minus 135. Going to put 27 puck bucks on that. It'll go up to 6. It'll go up to 6.5. Islanders just an over machine this year, and I think the Rangers finally get their goal scoring going against the Islanders in a big night there.
That Chris Kreider has 3 more goals than the Rangers have home this year.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Speaking of Chris Kreider, down to 10 o'clock here. Got the Anaheim Ducks plus 170 at the Vegas Golden Knights minus 205. Knights puck line plus 120. Ducks plus 1.5 minus 142. Under 6.5 minus 118. Over 6.5 minus 102 here. You got to be quacking. Ducks plus 170. I know their underlying metrics don't look good. I know they're somehow getting these wins, but Dostal has been okay, I think, in net, even though they allowed 5. Vegas has been up and down recently, alternating wins and losses in their past 4 games after losing 2 straight. Haven't been their quite dominant selves at home, 4-2-1. Ducks are 5-2-1 on the road. The Ducks have to be the play here. Plus 170, 5 straight wins, 4 of them by at least 2 goals. So maybe another minus 1.5. That'll probably be plus 400 or higher if you want to take that. But I'm just throwing 15 puck bucks on the Ducks at plus 170, and I guess I would look to the over, but not going to be playing that.
All right, you just keep giving me these big tasty numbers on the Ducks. I'm going to keep eating them. That's minus 205 is just too much for the way the Knights are playing right now against the Ducks team that's been playing excellent hockey now under a new coach, no Greg Cronin, and his boring style. The plus 170 is just too much. Just 10 bucks though. The Knights are still the better team and looking to come back after a tough loss to the Lightning after winning that 1-2, or leading it rather. But I will bet the over 6.5 as well. It's these Ducks games. They've been pretty wild, and the Knights, one of the best power plays in the league. Eichel keeps that thing going. I know the Leafs miss Marner, but the Knights certainly working well with him over there. 20 bucks on the over 6.5. Not great goaltending from either team so far this year, but 2 dynamic offenses, especially in the case of the Ducks.
Yeah, Golden Knights also got Noah Hannafin back recently, so that's a good addition for their blue line. Okay, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries, where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. And you guys got to check out Rhythm. Rhythm's crushing it in college football, NFL, and now just added the NBA. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, still here at 10 p.m. This might be the game of the night. Got the Colorado Avalanche minus 110 at the Edmonton Oilers minus 110. It's a pick 'em. Under 6.5 minus 122. Over 6.5 plus 102. Joel, what are your Avs going to do?
Yeah, definitely the game of the night. And it's pretty accurately priced, I think. Oilers have been a lot better at home so far this year, and after coming off of a couple disappointing losses where they blew those 2-goal leads, they were looking to solidify themselves defensively, but it's hard to do that when Evan Bouchard keeps giving the puck away every other shift. And Matthias Ekholm hasn't been nearly as good this year as he has been in years past, and he's the anchor of that team defensively. They've been better with Jake Wallman back on the second pair, but still not great. And the offense hasn't been as great either. Power play is not clipping along at the same rate as they usually do. I'm sure they'll figure that out and become the Oilers again, but we haven't seen those Oilers a lot this year. And the Avalanche, meanwhile, still only lost one game in regulation. Just took care of the Lightning pretty comfortably. So we'll just do $50 on the Avs. They have a game against Vancouver the following night, but I believe it'll be Wedgwood for this one. I'm not certain about that. I know it's Skinner net for the Oil, but the Avs goalie, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. But either way, it's Wedgwood or Blackwood should be good to go. And then $15 as well on the over 6.5 there, plus 102. Just think it's going to be a classic Hockey Night in Canada game. The back and forth action, but maybe a Avs 4-3 overtime win.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on the Avalanche. Minus 110 for 22 bucks. Not gonna play the total, but I would be rooting for that over there. Seeing Blackwood as probable, but it's a Saturday night. Doesn't matter what wood you got. Blackwood, Wedgwood, you're fine there in Edmonton. And yeah, Avs, you mentioned it. One regulation loss only this season. Edmonton 6-5-4, 6 wins and 9 losses, 4-0-2 at home. Lost 2 straight, 3 of 4. 5 of 7 there, going back to at Seattle on the 25th. Few days off here for the Avs. 3 days off after beating Tampa Bay at home, going on the road here. They're the best expected goals for% team in the league, 59.6 here on Natural Stat Trick. Edmonton is 13th lowest at 48.9. Avs just a much better team. Edmonton, you can argue McDavid, they're better top players, but Makar is better than Bouchard. Goaltending, I would probably be fair, and I think Avs here minus 110 is just the way to go here for this one.
By margin, expected goal share 60.77 on involving.
Oof.
Capitals next best at 56.9.
Oh man, yeah.
So almost 4 whole points. Neither power play has been excellent, but I think the Avs are they're starting to break through. They have to with the talent they have. Also interesting, the awards watch. I don't know if you guys talked a lot about.
Yeah, no, I was going to bring that up. We can talk about it now because Makar had some Hart Trophy love in that one, which
exactly that's what I was going to say. I was almost certain that McKinnon would be one of the 3 on there, but it's actually Makar. So yeah, he's going to be running away with the Norris, no doubt. So hope you guys got those Norris tickets in parlays or singly. It's unless he gets hurt for a serious amount of time, there's nobody going to catch him. Yeah. We went over that. That was the thing. I was like, people just are trying to be too smart. I mean, like, oh, Makar over McKinnon, he's more important. But no, McKinnon should be up there as a top 3 because they're not giving a Hart to a non-forward back-to-back years. Like after Hellebuck got it last year, although it's been ages since the defenseman's.
Well, yeah, Pronger was the last time that a defenseman won it, and the last time a defenseman was a finalist. So I just don't think a defenseman can win it in today's NHL.
It's because Jack Eichel's winning it.
Yes. All right, down 10 o'clock again. Got the Columbus Blue Jackets minus 105 at the Vancouver Canucks minus 115. Under 6.5 minus 130. Over 6.5 plus 110. Joel, throwing this one right back to you.
Sure. Canucks are not good right now, to say the least. The city is. They all want to rebuild. Finally, they've seen reason. There were some who held on to the hope that this team could actually be competitive, but there's no hope when Elias Pettersson's playing like he is. I think he's on pace for like 120 shots all season long. He's playing well defensively, but you're not paying that guy to be a checking center. He's useless offensively. He's good on the power play, whatever, but he can't score. And you're paying that guy like a 40-goal guy. The Canucks are bad. Blue Jackets, I don't know how they got steamed by the Flames a couple days ago, but they did. But I still think that they're the better team. They certainly are a lot more fun to watch than the Canucks. Better offensively, better in net. Well, I don't say better in net, but Jack Cruz has been very good. Demko has been very good, but I still think that we see that the Blue Jackets pull through here in Vancouver. They just lost to the Blackhawks, and then they had the biggest shot share and all that, but they didn't generate real quality chances. Like Spencer Knight wasn't making elite saves or anything; he was just stopping miserable attempts on net. Give me the Jackets, 20 bucks on them. I think they respond in a big way after getting embarrassed in Calgary. And we don't even know if it's going to be Demko in that because they play on Sunday, as I mentioned, against the Avalanche. So it could be Lankinen, who has struggled so far this year.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Blue Jackets -105 for 21 bucks. Canucks have 3 wins in their past 9 games, and all 3 of them were past regulation. Overtime against Edmonton, shootout in St. Louis, and then overtime in Nashville. Columbus, they were looking back-to-back losses here in Long Island on a back-to-back, and then at Calgary in a game where they outshot them 43-25. Still think they might be in contention there for that 3rd playoff spot or a wild card even in the Metro and the East there. So Columbus here. Jack Greaves, I would like him over Elvis, but Elvis has been good as well. Columbus -105. Total is tough. Columbus hasn't scored quite as much recently. Vancouver, not really sure who's going to be doing the scoring there. So staying away from the total, but going with the Nucks or Blue Jackets here, -105. And I'm happy to hear that Vancouver fans finally want a rebuild because that means Quinn Hughes might finally be traded. And I don't know if the Devils have the pieces to get him, but he likes Rick Tocchet a bit, and Philadelphia is not too far from where his brothers play, so maybe we can get a Quinn Hughes to Philadelphia trade at some point.
Yeah, Blue Jackets are 6th best in terms of expected goals, 4 per 60. Where are the Canucks? They're right in the middle. So they're better than last year, at least offensively, but they certainly lost something defensively with the Rick Tocchet going to your city.
Yeah. All right, down here to the final game here. Still at 10 p.m. though. Got the Florida Panthers -245 at the San Jose Sharks +200. Over 5.5 -142. Not sure how that hasn't moved yet. Under 5.5 +120 here. It's a back-to-back for the Sharks, I do believe. I don't think we have a goalie confirmed yet. It is Nedeljkovic, so it'll be a scare-off on Saturday there at home against the Panthers. Panthers have been, alternating wins and losses in their past 7, coming off a 5-2 win in LA, but you can't lay -245. You got to take the Sharks here. +200 is definitely going to go up based on, the back-to-back and everything, but I'll put 10 bucks on the Sharks at +200 there. Just, a fun team here at home. Macklin Celebrini's been fantastic. So give me the Sharks +200. And I think it has to be the over, but I'm not laying this number. So just going with San Jose.
I can understand wanting the Sharks here, but we'll see what happens tonight. Kind of like them against the Jets. But I do too. Myself, yeah. But I did bet the over, of course, because I bet every Sharks over, and I'm doing it again for this one. Nothing on the side, but I'll give me a 30 bucks on the over 5.5. There's no other logic needed. It's just a Sharks game, and the Panthers have not been nearly as good defensively, especially without Barkov. I'm surprised Kulikov is back already. I thought that he was going to be gone for a lot longer, so I was surprised to see him in the lineup the other night. No Barkov. Defense is suspect. I know Bobrovsky's been good, but Sharks offense is is almost at Ducks level in terms of how fun they are to watch, and they're much worse defensively. And of course, Askarov is one of the worst goalies in the league. I guess he's the starter. He started more games than Nedeljkovic. Doesn't matter. They both suck. Yeah. So yeah, over 5.5, 30 puck bucks at minus 142. Stupid number.
Yeah, yes, a very stupid number. Let me click in and see if they even have alternates up yet, because I'm sure other books have 6.5 plus 110. Yeah, that should be the standard line there. But
Let's use that one.
use that one
makes
over
a lot more
6.5.
sense. Just give me 25 puck bucks. 25 puck bucks on that over 6.5.
Right. Yeah, that does make that should be the line that's displayed on the main thing. But yeah, that's the 13 game slate for Saturday. Let's run through some puck bucks here. Are we running through these? You have like a bet for every game. You have more bets than there are games on the board.
It gets tiresome just listening them all. So if you want me, look at the screen.
Yeah, YouTube video at the 46-minute mark here. It's up on the screen. We also say them every game by game. So if you're one of those people that skipped into the podcast, just go to the YouTube video, screenshot it, look at it, whatever. Like the video, comment, and subscribe while you're there. If you miss us running through it at the end, let us know, and we can bring it back, or we can try to highlight some bets. But it's very tedious going through all of these double-digit bets on a 13-game slate.
Yeah, I'll just say my favorite bet's probably the Ducks over and the Sharks over. And the Islanders over.
So salami. Salami's
salami's every night.
Saturday salami. Oh,
yeah, right. Until the dog days come.
I'm into it. Yeah. Okay. Anything going on this weekend? CFL. Is the CFL on this week, or are they? Okay.
No bye week. Nope. Yeah, it's on
the
divisional final. Grey Cup next Sunday, I believe. Hopefully, it'll be the Riders against the Alouettes. I have a little bit of Alouettes. That's the only reason. Although the Hamilton Tiger Cats would be a lot easier opponent, but either way, we hope the team in the West wins, whether it's the Riders or the Lions. So it should be two hell of a good games. I like the Alouettes to win their one, and I'm not touching the side in the other game, but I like the over as well in the Alouettes Tiger Cats. I don't know why it's a lower total than the Lions Riders one, because I guess the Alouettes defense is really good, but Tiger Cats they have no defense. Let's go Riders.
Yeah. Right, I got it because I learned recently, like the MLS playoffs, the Philadelphia Union advanced like last week, and they don't play for like 3 or 4 weeks, which seems insane for soccer. Like, what are you doing? Like, especially in America, where like it's not like Europe where you have other tournaments. Like, what are you doing?
Our teams are good in the MLS, right? The Union, didn't they win the Supporters Shield?
They won the Supporters Shield or whatever. I think last year, maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, they didn't win this year?
I think they made. I don't know.
I think coach won Coach of the Year.
Okay, whatever.
And mine was the Whitecaps were a finalist.
Nice.
So let's go MLS.
Yeah,
I guess they can meet in the final. Is it West Eastern Conference? I don't even know.
I would assume so. I have.
I think it is.
No idea how the MLS works. Can't really get too much into the MLS there. All right. Anything else here before we close things out?
No, I'm good to go.
All right. Like I said, make sure you subscribe here to YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all of the podcast platforms there. We should be back with our normally scheduled programming on Monday. Considering a potential episode this weekend, keep an eye out for that, but unlikely. You're likely back on Monday around 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord. All right. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer.